I'm very excited about the future of Africa.
From March 25th to April 2nd, U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris visited Ghana, Tanzania, and Zambia. Harris is the highest-ranking U.S. official in the Biden administration to visit Africa and the fifth U.S. official to visit Africa since the U.S. African Leaders Summit last December. Why has the United States recently attached so much more importance to Africa? Abdi Latif Tahir, the New York Times East Africa correspondent, explained, Vice President Harris's visit to Africa was designed to send a simple message to its governments and people. China is not your friend. The United States is.
Harris stated during her trip to Africa that the United States would provide $100 million in aid to Benin, Ghana, Guinea, Côte d'Ivoire, and Togo to help these countries solve their regional security, governance, and development issues. The question is, will such aid really help Africa?
人呢有一种惰性，我不用干活，就要美国人印钞票就来东西了，他当然产业空心化了，对吧？你大量给他援助，他不用劳动，就会造成一种依附。他是根据自己的高标准的方式来援助他的，实现碳中和，实现数字化啊，妇女什么人权什么一套东西。非洲人最起码的是要吃饭，首先是基本人权是这个，他的那套援助的模式呢不适合非洲国家，造成一种对他的依附。所以中国人反复强调，授人以鱼不如授人以渔，绝对不能养懒汉。
I noticed that since 1991, it has been customary in China's diplomacy for its foreign ministers to kickstart each year by visiting Africa. The United States has strengthened its cooperation with Africa since last year's U.S.-Africa Leaders Summit. This reflects its growing awareness of the close partnership between China and Africa and the need to deepen its ties with Africa.
The Chinese foreign minister's annual visit to Africa clearly signals to the world that developing solidarity and cooperation with African countries has been the cornerstone of China's foreign policy, as well as a firm and long-standing strategy. China and Africa will always be a community of shared future, so China will continue to stick to its policy of valuing the development of China-Africa relations.
China has helped Africa in infrastructure construction and other areas in recent years. Can't the United States replicate the Chinese model in assisting Africa?
中国和非洲的合作是平等的兄弟的伙伴关系，而不是西方人讲的我帮助你，我援助你造成了援助陷阱，造成了殖民依附。自从中国去了以后呢，给他带来的就首先是一个理念，走符合自身国情发展道路。这个机理中国已经反复实验了。我们在深圳一个小渔村变成了今天的特大型的城市。现在在非洲，在瓜达尔港，在汉班托拉港，在一带一路上大显身手。这个非洲要在中国的带动下呢，实现了他们本身的工业化，叫三网一化：高速公路网、高速铁路网、区域航空网和基础设施工业化。在非洲很多两个邻国之间都没有直航，对吧？要到巴黎或者到其他欧洲城市去转机，所以他们也发展不起来。那么中国去了呢，把这个猛烈铁路通车，让整个6个东非国家都要通过这个铁路运货。这种中国发展模式也好，或者中国式现代化，它是可以在某种程度上经验是可以给这些国家来分享的。
There is a question on Quora. Why doesn't America invest in Africa like China? The answer is that assisting Africa by imposing demanding Western standards cannot help Africa solve its most urgent problems and may even lead to industrial hollowing out and brain drain. Unlike China, Western countries, especially the United States, cannot provide sustained and stable aid for Africa because of the constraints on their political system. Africa is seeking its own development path, just like China did decades ago.